everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Oh, no. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Easter. Happy everything involved. How are you guys doing? I know that the number one question on your mind is probably where have you been? Like, you've been gone far enough. Like, Auntie, what's going on? Okay, I will answer your questions. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay. I'm doing very well. Um, it's just 2023 started out as such an interesting year for me. Um, and as at the time that it started, I thought it was interesting in a good way, but it wasn't. It really wasn't. There was a point in time where I didn't think I would be able to come back to content creation because I didn't think I was qualified to come back and minister the gospel to anybody. And so like there was that, and then it was just honest share of lack of motivation. So for context, I started a series last on my channel called My Life Through the Lens. And that was my vlogging session on my it's like a vlogging season on my channel, and you guys had content. I think October, November, and then December it fell short. And the truth is this, all the vlogs that you guys saw October, November, I crunch edited majority of them during that period. By the time I had edited and uploaded them, majority of them in October, I was now in midterms. So then I had to take the time to study and all of that. After I was kind of done from that process, I had there was a lack of motivation to edit vlogs. Like editing was just such a chore for me. Part of it could have been that my next vlog that was supposed to come out as at that time was a 1 hour long vlog. And for a vlog to be 1 hour long, what that means is you're taking more than 1 hour to edit it. Right. And I just didn't have the strength to edit vlogs. That's why I kind of left it. And at the time as well, I was working on a lot of the things I'm about to tell you now. So I was overwhelmed and just wasn't able to churn out content, and kind of one thing had to give, and releasing content on this channel in that season kind of had to give, and that is what happened. Then I entered 2023 and I had plans of how I was going to come back on YouTube. I had plans on how things should have gone or how things were going to go and all, but those parts just didn't happen. My birthday is at the beginning of the year, and I was really, really pushing to finish certain things. And before content creation, I had to get those things done. When those things were not done by my birthday, it kind of slowed me down. Mind you, I was now in my final semester of my programming school, so there was also that at stake or in play. So there was a lot going on with your girl during that season, and that's basically story. Sure you get. So we haven't done a sit down video like this in a while, and I promised myself that, in all honesty, I had plans last year to do an end of the year review. It did not happen, obviously, because you didn't see it, but it didn't happen. And then I planned on coming in February. And I remember the day I wanted to record the video for it to come out first week in February, it dawned on me that the vlogs that you guys that would want to see anyway were not ready because I had not edited them, and it just I didn't have the motivation. So I set up everything to record that day, but then I had a kind of, it was, I don't know if I'll call it a check in my spirit, but it was just something that was just like, no, no, wait. And so then I waited, and it did not work out, and I watched the months go by, and I watched myself not release content, and it's sad, but that's essentially what happened. Then there was a point in time where I told somebody, I don't think I'm gonna do it this year. I think I'm gonna go back on YouTube next year. Because that was when I got to that point where I felt like, oh God, I was about to make a mistake, a very costly mistake, a very terrible mistake. And mind you, if I had done that, if I had made that mistake, would have been costly to my spiritual work walk with God, and it would have been horrible as it related to how I would have been able to present the gospel to you guys. And so I'm grateful to God that He saved me from doing that, because if I had done that, it would have affected a lot of things. But just praise God with me. Yeah. Thank God with me. Glory be to God. Alrighty. So to the first major change. I know that so many things have happened already and all, but before actually I go into that, I think I want to address something. This thing is over a year old, but the only reason I'm addressing it is because I told myself I would. And so I'm going to, let's cast our mind back to January of or February of 2023. I released a video. In that video, I said a lot of things as related to I expressed myself emotionally in that video, a situation that happened that stopped in me being able to release content, right? And in my mind, or as of that time, I felt like I was releasing that video because I was sharing with my audience. I was being vulnerable with my audience, and I was being honest and transparent with my audience. That's genuinely how I felt. That's what I genuinely felt like I was doing. That video got taken down, and then I did not upload anything on my channel for about 6 months. And then when I came back with Kingdom Principles. Right after Kingdom Principles, my life through the lens, and then silence. And so let me address that, because in that season people asked me where I went and people asked me what happened. And I said I was going to say it in a video which was supposed to be my end of the year review that never came out. So let me just quickly address that. But before I do that, if you're watching this video now and your thought process is, Shebi, it has passed, why are you bringing it up? Maybe this is not the video for you to watch, or I'll have timestamps. Go to the next timestamp, because number one, this is my channel, and on my channel, I can choose what to talk about, when I want to talk about it, and how I want to talk about it. And if you don't want to watch it, feel free to skip to the next timestamp or to skip to the next video. Um, and what I'm about to say will help you understand better. I released that video forgetting that I had certain members of the organization that I attend subscribe to my channel. And while I would admit that if this situation happened today, I wouldn't do exactly what I did then, because we all live and we grow and we learn every day, right? The what pissed me off about that scenario was the fact that in 2021, I had done so much into releasing content on a regular basis. And none of these said individuals had anything positive or negative to say about the content that I had released in 2021. All of a sudden, because I released something they didn't like, they were calling themselves to contact to contact me to talk about this situation. And I kind of just felt like, wow. During that season, I wasn't allowed. I'm a young lady under authority. I've said it several times. So I was instructed not to upload my channel during this season. And I didn't until when I was released to and I released Kingdom Principles. And so essentially what that did for me was it made me very angry and very, very resentful, because my YouTube channel is my safe space. By the grace of God, every video uploaded on this channel is edited by me. Everything that is done on this channel is designed and edited by me. And every concept, although inspired by the Holy Spirit, is put out by me. It takes my time, it takes my energy, it takes a lot of things. And I just kind of felt like I built this community to an extent. And I didn't like the concept that what I created, that was supposed to be a safe space for me, was being taken away from me, because that's how I felt. And during this season, I was very angry at church members. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm talking to my pastor's children out there. If you're not a pastor's child, like I said, go to the next timestamp. In this season, I was very, very upset with church members, because I felt like, why would you take my platform away from me? If you didn't like the video, you could have moved. You could have come to me directly instead of cutting corners to tell me what your opinion was on my video. I don't like, it didn't make any sense to me, right? And so I was upset. I'm over it. It's old news. It is what it is. But I'm bringing it up just as a side note to say, this is my channel. On my channel, as long as whatever I upload is not against God, not against my parents, and not against myself, leave me alone. please. And if you don't agree with it, you're free to unsubscribe. You're free. I promise you. You're free to unsubscribe. I'm a 25-year-old young lady. I'm not a baby. I am free to upload what I want to upload when and how I want to upload it. And if you happen to know me personally and you want to come up to me and talk to me about what I upload, feel free. And if not, that's okay as well. But please don't police my content. I beg you in the name of Jesus. It's my content to release. Thank you and God bless you. Now to the main crux of the video. Um, so the number one major thing that you might have noticed when you probably clicked on this video is my name change. My name is no longer Princess Bunmi. On YouTube, it is Princess BTV. And the reason why it is like that is because um the reason why it's like that is because on my channel, I'm going to be posting a lot more varieties of things. This season, or this year, I'm going to be able to, I'm going to be uploading story times. I'm going to be uploading Kingdom Principles. I'm going to be uploading vlogs. I'm going to be uploading my opinions on this, that, and the third. So it's a well-rounded space. Also, on my other channels that you're going to find out about, my name is Princess B this or Princess B that, and I kind of just felt like let everything be Princess B. She gets, and so that's why. I think the second major thing is that by the grace of God, I officially released my book titled The Written Spoken Word. Let's give you a quick synopsis. October 2021, 2022, I was in my room and I was watching a content creator. This content creator was saying many things. She kind of popped up on my page, so I really don't know where she came from. She popped up on my not on my page. She popped up kind of on my explore page on YouTube, and I decided to click her videos. I'm not sure why. I would like to think I was led by the Holy Spirit. One of her vlogs, she was talking about releasing a book. Her book, I think, was like a planner of some sort. But then I started getting a nudge in my spirit, and I was like, "What's going on, Kilo Shele?" And so I just jokingly asked God, I'm like, "What? You want me to write a book?" And the answer he gave me was yes. And so jokingly responded again. I said, "Okay, well, what am I going to call the book?" And I heard the written spoken word. and he told me it should be a spoken word compilation of all the poems that I'd released last year. If you are an OG, you know that October 2021, God told me to release a spoken word poem every month for the whole year last year, which is what I did. So God now told me October 2022 that every poem I then released, I should put it in a book and release it. And so that is what the written spoken word is. It's my spoken word compilation of all the poems that I released in 2022. I can find it on Kindle, on my website, on Selar, and on Etsy. Other platforms are coming soon. Keep an eye on my social media pages to know where my book is available next. All right. Furthermore, by the grace of God, I'll be launching my website soon. It was supposed to launch. Oh, my book was supposed to be released on my birthday. That didn't happen. A lot of things were supposed to be released on my birthday. It didn't happen. My website was also supposed to come out on my birthday. It didn't happen. Another project I was working on was supposed to come out on my birthday. It didn't happen. The babe was frustrated, but I have a vlog on my channel where you will see that. You will see that soon. That vlog will break it down. So yeah, my website www.princessologme.com by the grace of God should be ready soon. Most of it is done, but I just have some things to tighten up and it will be ready soon. Um, and I'm launching another business venture called Shop Princess B, but more information about that will come soon. And then I created another channel called Business Bits with Princess B. And so those of you who don't know, and even to those of you who do, I started my business, my first brand, Luxuria Beauty, the first when I turned 20. Yeah, the week of my 21st birthday. So I do have a knack of releasing things on my birthday. I don't know, I just like it. And so that's my first brand. I now launched Princess Bunmi's Creations, my graphic design and customization business in 2022, sorry, in 2021, September 1st, 2021. And so, um, so I have quite a lot of things, not a lot, but just small, small things that I've learned on this journey of being an entrepreneur. February 2021, God told me that I should start a business segment. And initially, I thought I was going to start it on this channel, but I kind of shied away from it because one of the first things I do whenever God gives me an idea is to create a logo for it. And at the time, I tried to create a logo. I didn't like what was coming out of it, so I let it go. Sometime last year, as you noticed in one of my life through the lens vlogs, some of my sites were down, and so I had to recreate my website from scratch. As a graphic designer, I designed my website, all my business websites, as well as my personal website. And so I was kind of building that up again, and the Holy Spirit reminded me again that told me to teach people on business. So in that season, I was recording tutorials, and although I would love to say all those tutorials are out, they are not. But if you search up Business Bits with Princess B on YouTube, you will find that channel. The link will be below this video as well. If you are interested in business, on that channel, you see nothing about my personal life. You will only see business tips as it relates to marketing and branding, website creation, marketing strategies, all those things. If that is your interest, feel free to subscribe to that channel because that is all that I'll be posting or uploading on that channel. Just business bits and strategies and business bits and marketing strategies. So go to that channel and you see it there. By the grace of God, this month or next month, I will go back to uploading those tutorials regularly. They're all recorded. It's just a function of editing them and putting them out there. So that's Business Bits with Princess B. So go there. My podcast, Princess B Speaks. By the grace of God, the first full season is out and has been released. I think I started releasing episodes in February. Yeah, February this year, and they ended in April. So the first full season is out. You can listen to it on Spotify, and you can listen to it on my podcast and poetry channel called Princess B Speaks. So yes, I have three channels. Princess B Speaks, my podcast and poetry channel, Princess B TV, this channel, and Business Bits with Princess B, my business channel. Those are the only three channels I plan on having because as it is, a lot is going on. But yes, so you can find all my poems as well as all my spoken words, maybe not all. The older spoken words can still be found on this channel if you scroll down. But my newer ones, especially all the ones that I released last year, as well as any ones I'll release from now on, can be found on Princess B Speaks. And you would also find my podcast there. Princess B Speaks, episode 1 to I think 11. I could be wrong. I think that there might be 2 episodes that are not out yet. Maybe I thought I scheduled them and they're not out. If that is the truth, then those two will just be bonus episodes. The second season, I will start working on by the grace of God very, very soon. And on that note, I'll also be releasing a second podcast titled The PK Perspective. Now, those of you I think have been following me in the last year and a half would know that I was involved in something with Yaya the Americas called PSF Corner. PSF standing for Pastors Seed Family, which was on Yaya TV. I'm still a part of it. It's just with a lot of things that I've had going on. Actually, it's because there was a situation that occurred last year that caused all of us to stop. However, I've also had a lot of things going on. So by the grace of God, in the next coming month, you should see videos going back, videos of me on that channel very, very, very soon. But that aside, at the time that PSF Corner was on a break due to the situation that we were dealing with as at that time, the Holy Spirit kept nudging me that, there are pastors' children out there who still needed to hear my voice. And at the time, I thought what he simply wanted from me was to create a segment on my channel where I would speak, just to pastors' children. And I started creating content from that. But he said no, he wanted a podcast devoted to pastors' children and started giving me topics upon topics upon topics upon topics. So my list is long. And so by the grace of God, how we're going to alternate things, because I cannot do two programs at the same time, is that in the next month or so, the PK Perspective Season 1 will launch. After the PK Perspective season is done, Princess BC Speaks Season 2 will be out. So that's how we're going to alternate the podcasts until, by the grace of God, I'm stable enough to be able to have both podcasts air at the same time. And how is PSF Corner different from PK Perspective? I'll let you know. PSF Corner was directed mainly to pastors' children in RCCG. Although there were points on there where, we spoke to pastors, where I generally said things about pastors' children in general, it was under the covering of RCCG. Meanwhile, the PK Perspective, I've done a lot of research. I've looked at the Pentecostal setting, the African American Black Pentecostal setting, the Northern, the Caucasian Pentecostal setting, the Baptist setting. I've gone through, I've done a lot of research in various different churches, and how pastors' children are treated in these various different churches. And so the PK Perspective is directed to pastors' children across the globe from every sphere and denomination of life. Because I think that there are common things in which we can all bond on, but other than that, there are also generic differences that occur in these various churches and groups and denominations. So all of you who have reached out to me and told me how PSF Corner blessed you, thank you. Because every time you guys tell me how you are touched by anything I do, it really does encourage me to push myself to do more. So I'm very, very grateful for you. God bless you. God bless you immensely. And so yes, that is coming. The PK Perspective is for pastors' children across the globe, regardless of denomination, regardless of church. We're all pastors' children. We've all some of our struggles are the same, but majority of our struggles are different. And so, although I'm a pastor's child, I might share some of my experiences. This is me really putting it in to dig deep into, the things that are affecting pastors' children everywhere. Some of my experiences will be there, but not all. And so, yeah, we would also do like movie reviews, talking about pastors' children. And we're going to talk about this thing that they have against us pastors' children, and apparently how rebellious we are. We're going to talk about that because it's definitely something that needs to be spoken. Alrighty. So before we round up, because I can emphasize that this video is already getting long, let me add one more thing or a couple more things. By the grace of God, Kingdom Principles will launch live on this channel as from the first weekend of July. And the theme for Kingdom Principles this year is titled Church Chronicles. And we're gonna be tackling many things. When God was giving me the topics, I was shocked. Got the topic for KP when KP of the last season was still in process. That's how early, because God was like, Mumi, you're gonna need the time. Yeah, there's a lot, people of God. There's a lot we're going to tackle in Church Chronicles. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, or even before Kingdom Principles officially comes, in the next 3 weeks, the remainder of the vlogs from my life through the lens season 1 will be released by the grace of God. And as I've successfully edited one video, that's progress. By the grace of God, after editing this video, I will edit video number 2, and that would give us 3 weeks, and then we will edit video number 3. Guys, we're making progress. And so yeah, the remaining videos from my life through the lens will be out. And then we would have Kingdom Principles for July and August, and then from September 2023 to the glory of God, my life through the lens season 2 would be out. And my vlogs will usually be 2 months, 2 months, at least 2 months after the event has happened. And the reason is because, as much as it was an instruction to share with you, as much as I can share with you, I still like my privacy to an extent. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I think that basically it. In between, the vlogs and all, I will have sit down videos, and you guys should stay tuned for that. I will share my opinions on a lot of things, here and there and everywhere. But generally, that's the direction that that Princess BTV is going. And finally, I cannot believe I forgot. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Your baby girl is launching a production company titled Princess B Productions. So PBP, and Princess B Productions will be behind a lot of the major projects that we do as it relates to Kingdom Principles, for example. That's a major project, as well as the trailers for different projects that I find myself in. That's what PBP will be a part of. So definitely look out for that. I'm really excited. The things God has placed in my hands in this season are heavy. And as it related to what I said earlier about the things that happened this year, 2023 has been an amazing year. I can say that with a smile. It's been an awesome year. This year I have cried, but this year I've smiled and I've laughed. And as the weeks come or as time comes, I will definitely be able to give you timestamps of specific things that have occurred that you'll be able to then relate to this video. Because story times are coming, but they're not coming right now, but story times are coming. So stay tuned for those. So if you would love to support the spoken word and podcasting part of me, go and subscribe to Princess B Speaks. If you would like to just, generally like stay with my life content as a pastor's child and all that stuff and my vlogs, you're in the right channel. This is Business BTV. And if you're interested in business, what the lessons I've learned in business, and I would have sit down videos on that channel as well, where I'm going to talk about the things that I've learned in business tips. Don't worry, I have that ready for you guys. So if you're interested in my journey through business and learning a thing or two from me, Business Bits with Princess B is the channel for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you. I'm so grateful and happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back on my channel. I'm so happy that I'm recording this video. Thank you all once again. God bless you all. I love you all. See y'all next time. Bye. Guard your salvation. Keep it with everything that you have, because that is your ticket into God's kingdom. And that is your key into heaven. Love you guys. Mwah.